Hello everyone, this is Tom, your host for the Hidden Truths channel. It is February 17th, 2025. Anyway, crazy, that's middle of February already. By the way, I want to do a video tonight on the pendulum, the political pendulum swinging back and forth in the democracy we live in. Okay, I realize that probably every Democrat realizes now that a democracy is really the majority enforcing its will on the minority. If a democracy doesn't have any rules, if we're talking pure democracy, majority rules, okay? That's why we have a constitutional republic with democratic principles, but we still have rules to our so-called democracy, where we're not allowed to, just because there's a majority of people that want it, you're not allowed to do it. Okay? You know, in a democracy, the government imposes its will on the people. In our constitutional republic, they're not allowed to do that. But anyway, you know, now we got Democrats since Trump won the election. Now we got Democrats calling for revolution, civil war, civil unrest. You know, really. Why? Because in your democracy, you guys aren't the ones in charge anymore. See, this is why democracies don't work. Because democracies only work as long as you're always in the group that the government agrees with or the majority agrees with. And believe me, you're going to live your life, and you're not always going to be around where the majority agrees with you. So should you be subject to their will because you don't agree with them? No. That's why we have a constitutional republic. You know, the Democrats are so bent out of shape, and I'm not saying that Trump ain't swinging too much maybe in some areas, like with the AI, but the Democrats probably agree with that. But do you see what it's like to get pushed around now? You know, one person's utopia is another person's misery. So stop trying to push your utopia off on me. You know, the Republicans, Democrats did it, now we get to do it. Stupidest way to justify something there is. But see, that's what's going on now. But the purpose of this video is, us conservatives, what happens when the Democrats get in charge again? Let's say we go through 4 years of Trump and we get 8 years of J.D. Vance. The Democrats are going to be so upset after that 8 years of having to stay in the closet, not be able to, well, just do the stuff to do or not, and making us accept it. I mean, it's going to make Biden's term look like he was JFK by the time the next Democrat gets in office. This so-called democracy we have is going to destroy our country because it doesn't put Americans on the same page. We're not following the same rule book. We got the conservative democracy and we got the communist or the Democrat, liberal democracy. Really? How about we had come up with the American democracy and install our constitutional republic again? I really don't want to have my grandkids, you know, grow up as slaves or grow up where, well, this 4 years I'm legal, the next 4 years I'm doing the same thing, I'm illegal. And then they're just going to withhold pardon stuff, pardon people of crimes they might have done. Okay, we need to get back to the Constitution. The constitutional republic that our founding fathers gave us. The independence that they gave us. They didn't give us a pure democracy where everybody's dependent on the government. They gave us a constitutional republic where we're independent from the government. The government was of the people, but the government was not allowed to come in and mess with my pursuit of happiness and steal from me and go give it to U.S. aid, wars, World War III to kill other people. That's not what my tax dollars should be for. But anyway, I think the Democrats are finally starting to understand that democracies aren't good. At least I would hope they do. At least I would hope that they don't want a revolution to bring in a pure democracy. Anyway, it's just crazy time. Hearing these Democrats calling for revolution. And the thing is, okay, that's what I don't understand about them. They're Call of Duty warriors. Call of Duty video game. They're going to be taking on the biggest military in the world. Trained and experienced military in the world. That would be all us U.S. vets. And we know how to run all the equipment our military has. And by the way, we all paid for it, so we all own it too. I mean, you morons with your colored hair don't stand a chance. Yeah, I've seen you guys play your Call of Duty games and all these other, violent video games. You guys ain't gonna last 2 seconds in a firefight. But anyway, whatever. Bring it on. Whatever it takes to fix this country. But this is what democracies lead to. And now that we got 2 democracies going on in this country, what do you think's going to happen when the Democrats take charge again? Everything Trump did, they're going to erase and bring back tenfold. Think the Department of Education's bad now? Wait till we get rid of it and the Democrats bring it back again. Remember, they've already had the template for the last 45 years to know how it gets done. 45 years. 46. Wow. See, I went to school, started going to school, my teachers I had were before the Department of Education. That's why we got an education. That's a video for another time. But if anybody can look at our children now and think that the democratic democracy we had helped them out at all, we need to bring back American democracy and the constitutional republic, where we used to get along because we were Americans, the best country in the world. Instead of unifying on that, instead of trying to divide ourselves, because I don't think a man can get pregnant. Anyway, can't wait to see what happens when the next Democrat gets in the office if this ain't fixed. Anyway, everybody have a good night. This is the Hidden Truths channel. Out.